Let's talk about NAD. What is NAD? Why everybody talking about it? Everybody taking it, injecting it, and now we can even put it as a cream and home care and professional care. I'm happy to introduce Isabel, the expert in NAD, who did it like through the lab and can share the information and the knowledge you have with us, please.
Thank you, Marianna. I'm so excited to be here and tell you about NAD+. We have been working I've been working with the lab on NAD+ for 7 to 8 years already. But what really NAD+ is, it's a coenzyme that's in every single one of our cells. So it's in plant cells, it's in human cells, but we really focus on the skin, you and I, because it's also the largest organ in the body. And in the skin, it does, well, in every cell, it does one very important thing. It helps the ATP production, so the energy production of the mitochondria in the cell. So it's the powerhouse of the cell that we really augment its abilities to repair cellular energy and function properly. It also helps with DNA repair. So as we age, we increase inflammation in the cells, and we have incremental DNA that needs repairing. So it's vital for that.
Right. So, so when you say we age, well, we don't, but obviously, if people age, from which age we need to consider to pump that NAD levels, from which age we need to consider products with NAD main ingredient inside of it, and from which age we feel that, or we need to know that the decline of NAD organically decreases in our bodies, in our cells.
So actually, it's from quite a young age. So it starts at the age of 25, and by the time your age, and by the time we get into our 40s and 50s, typically, you've lost 50% of your NAD plus levels. And at the same time, like I said, as you're aging, more cells are needing repair. Right. So it really is a wicked little circle. So it's very important to start supplementing NAD plus levels quite early.
Right, I see. So we are eligible already to take the
Yes.
NAD, just eligible, yeah. So, okay, there are so many ways and types and marketing around NAD. What is the scientific approach? How to choose the right product? How to have knowledge that I'm taking this cream and ingredients are pure? Is it pure NAD? Is it mixed with something? Which one will penetrate better? Which one will give me some results?
Great question, actually. And as NAD Plus is really gaining momentum, I think this is the most vital question. So there's really 3 ways of getting your NAD Plus on the market today. It's IV, it's supplements, and it's topical. And I'll take each one of them in turn.
Yeah.
So IVs, everyone's getting them.
Yeah.
My personal counsel is ask about provenance. Ask where the stuff that's in the bag is coming from.
Right.
Because I think there's a lot of hype around NAD plus, and people aren't asking enough questions, which is why I'm excited to have this conversation.
I agree completely.
The IV actually supplements your NAD plus levels in your blood and your liver, but it does not penetrate intracellularly. So when I talked about the mitochondria in the cells, it's not getting into the mitochondria, but it still has great benefits in terms of energy, jet lag. Many people really enjoy those IVs, but they're not going to repair your skin.
Right. Okay.
The second way is supplements.
Right.
So the best and most proven way to take the supplements is actually to use precursors. So NMN is the most popular precursor. I know you use it.
Right. Yeah.
Use a very nice high dose.
Yeah.
That is the best way to augment NAD plus levels through a supplement.
Right.
And if you're taking it in a supplement form, it's a systemic effect that you're getting. The reason you can't use NAD plus in a supplement yet on the market really is because the NAD plus is a very unstable molecule. And for it to go through your stomach and, and there are definitely supplements that withstand the stomach pH and then go through the intestine, but it hasn't yet been proven that it actually augments your NAD plus levels intracellularly. And then the third one is, but by all means, NMN supplements, a great idea. For skin,
important. The looks comes first.
The looks. We have developed a liposomal form of the NAD+, and that is because the liposome allows the very large NAD+ molecule to penetrate the skin barrier, and then it actually melts into the cell wall or fusions with the cell wall and deposits the NAD+ directly into the cell. So unless it's liposomal, because we actually did side-by-side studies with the University of Zurich, you don't know that the liposome is much more effective than NAD plus alone and actually supplementing in this cell.
It penetrates better, I guess, right?
Penetrates the skin and then into the cell. And once you have that, then your cells can become as efficient, or we'd like to think as efficient as a 25, but more efficient again, because again, inside the cell is the battery of the cell. So I always give, exactly. So I always give the example, if I have my iPhone for more than a year, I charge it. It takes, when I first get out of the box, it takes a minute. When I put it into the wall 2 years later, and I haven't gotten a new one yet, it takes 20 minutes. So your cells are the same. The battery is getting old. And so the NAD plus refreshes the battery. So you wouldn't have to buy another cell phone every year.
Well, that's another plus of the NAD, yeah. So I have to make a disclosure here. Yes, you're right. I've been taking the NMM, and I prefer that more to the IV drip, because IV drip is a long-lasting treatment. Even we do have it in the clinic, but I don't have time for IV drip. So it's around 3 hours proper IV drip under supervision of the doctor. We usually tend to start from the minimum dosage and go to a higher. So for me, as a person who is always busy, I don't have that spare time to do that. So I preferred NMM intake instead. And another disclosure, I'm using these products. I have them in my fridge. I love them. I have a full range of them, and they're very easy to use. In a way, it's very clear. It's not a 12 product protocol when this, layering that, and after this. I love that I take them cold out of the fridge. It's toner, under eye, serum, and cream. That's it. Good to go. So I've been using it for quite a while. Good feedback. I'm happy to say that we do have these products at My Skinetics, and the full consultation can be booked if someone is interested. What's more important, as we're talking about the specifics today, where do you source this NAD? Where people should look into the packaging and understand that this is the right source of NAD+. How to distinguish the right product from a product which is more coming out of just a loud name, and they trying to sell something to us which doesn't have the right quality.
I wish I had an easier answer for you, but unfortunately it depends on the brand. So one of the things that we've decided to do is to be super transparent. So it's one of our pillars. It's very hard to know where, even in supplements, you kind of have to rely on the brand and what that brand stands for. It's important to read the packaging and make sure that there's a lot of NAD plus stimulating products out there. They don't necessarily have NAD plus in them. So really read the ingredient list. Our NAD plus is made to order. So when I place an order, they make it for me in a pharmaceutical environment, and then produced in Switzerland. So
that says a lot. Switzerland itself already says a lot.
So that's what's really important, but you just don't know at the moment, because that isn't required by the regulatory. So I would say ask questions.
Getting back to the products which you've created, and you've been behind the bars in the lab, and that's why we ask you to come as an expert on this topic today. What's your favorite product? For me personally, I loved the toner I love the, as I said, the cold effect after, like, they needs to be um, mm, put in the fridge. Yeah. And I love the toner when it comes like super cold and easy to use. I fell in love with the toner. What's your product, and what do you think what it will help to improve? And any extra products are required, or only this small protocol is more than enough for the home care?
Okay, I'll take the
Yeah,
second question
yeah,
first, and
yeah,
then I'll tell you my
right,
favorite
yeah,
product. So I specifically created such a small range, or a tight range, let's call it a
yeah,
tight range, edited range, because I was getting personally even confused by all the different hype around individual ingredients, so that you have, I don't know, we have 20 supplements we take in the mornings, 20 tinctures in your bathroom.
yeah,
It's too much.
yeah.
And it's very confusing from a consumer perspective.
Agree.
So what we did is 5 products. They each have NAD plus in them, but on top of that, they have other highly natural but highly effective ingredients
Mhm.
that target a specific skincare concern.
Right,
So, for example, you have peptides. Peptides is a big thing these days.
right, yeah.
We have peptides also in our essential cream for hydration purposes, in addition to the NAD plus. So what I always say is every product has NAD plus for your long-term skin health. And then on top of that, something that gives you an immediate wow
Bonus.
bonus
Yeah,
right away.
right.
So my favorite product, to answer your question, is actually the eye serum,
I see.
because it gives you an immediate depuffing through different hyaluronic acids. So
Right.
again, everyone's talking about hyaluronic acids. We've got 4 different kinds in the eye serum. And it also has a little bit of mica. So it reduces the dark circles under your
Oh,
eyes. So
right.
in the morning, right away, I feel like, oh, thank goodness I look much better.
Right. I forgot to mention, actually, because I ran out of them. I love the under eye pads, and they are coming like in a one-off packaging, which is very easy to take when you are traveling. So you can use it, and you don't need to take the whole can with another 60 iPads there. I always like to be like easy on the move, because I travel a lot. So your iPads are very easy to use, especially for the people who travel like me a lot. And they are very nice. And the way you've created it, they are dry. And then basically when you click it, the liquid goes into the pad and it becomes ready to use. And then you can apply it under the eye. Very interesting technology. Do you want comment on that?
For sure. Actually, I think it's the best thing to use on the airplane while you're in
Right.
the
Yeah.
airplane. So you walk off
Yeah.
the plane and you look
Shiny and
fabulous.
pretty.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So what we did was put the liposomal NAD plus formulation separate from the collagen eye mask. It's actually a collagen eye mask. It's pure native collagen. And it's not one of the slugs, as you know, but it's on paper. And what happens is you wet the eye patches and then you put them under your eye, and the collagen gets directly absorbed into the eye area. And then there's always a little bit of liquid left over, which I put everywhere, including the neck and on the hands.
Right. Yeah. Amazing, amazing. I love them as well. Yeah. Thank you, Isabel, for coming today. Thank you for sharing the knowledge. The products are already on the UK market, where we can purchase them, where we can know more about them, where we can try them. Of course, we, as one of the fans of your products, we already have them at My Skinetics. However, maybe you want to give some extra guidance, maybe something which our followers would like to know.
Well, actually, very excitingly, there's 2 things that I'd like to mention. One of them is these products are excellent for after you've had a procedure,
Right.
because again, the NAD plus is really important in regulating cellular repair. So wound healing, etc., it's very important for that. So if you've had a more invasive afterwards,
Yeah.
exactly, you can use it to help calm the skin.
Okay.
And
So it's
also,
like a healing effect.
Yes, a healing effect, because again, it's doing the repair work of the cell. And especially if it's coming out of the fridge, it's super nice on the skin. So it's got, of course, scientific healing effects, but also just feels really nice on the skin if you've just had a major procedure. And then the second thing is, as you know, we're working on professional products that will be available through you as well, which is actually 8x the strength of the current product. So it's really professional strength. And the current products, we should say, are just as effective as retinol in promoting laminin, collagen, and elastin. So that's going to be a very special product that's going to be available to you as one of the first.
Yeah, I'm actually quite excited about that. Thank you that you brought few samples of the product for to me, and my therapist's gonna do the treatment on me, which I'm more than happy to film and to share my experience through A to Z. So very soon we will post that as well, and I'll try that. Looking forward.
Amazing.
Thank you.